Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Windi Trinaya Gusti. My ID name 192310996. I come from Natural Science Education A. Okay, I want to tell about earthquake in Mentawai. Tuesday, October 17, 2020, an earthquake occurred in Mentawai at around 8:43 in this morning. The meteorology, climatology, and geophysics also delivered the result of the analysis of the causes of the tectonic earthquake. The epicenter of the earthquake occurred in the ocean with coordinates of 29 latitude and 99.7 as longitude, at the depth of 13 to be precise. By paying attention to the epicenter of the earthquake and the depth of the epicenter, the earthquake that occurred in Mentawai was classified as a shallow earthquake. The epicenter point is located is 112 km southwest of Tua Pejat, Mentawai, Islam. The earthquake then potential for a tsunami. Based off the result analysis of carried out, the earthquake occurred in Mentawai. It is a result of magnification activity at a location close to the plate collection area. Due to the enlargement activity at the fracture zone investigator, or we know as EVZ, it is close to the plate collection boundary. The analysis of the surf mechanism showed that the earthquake that occurred this morning had a horizontal movement, also we know as a strike slip fault. Of the earthquake that occurred in Mentawai were not only felt by the Mentawai city, but also several regions, namely Solo, Padang Panjang, Bukit Tinggi, Pariaman, Pasaman, Payakumbuh, and Padang Panjang. Okay guys, based off the earthquake occurred in Mentawai, I want to explain the scientific aspect of how to the earthquake occurred. I will use three aspects, namely biological studies, physical studies, and chemistry studies. Okay everyone, let me tell the first aspect. It is biological studies. Animals have a strong instinct. Animal will behave because they can sense electromagnetic wave before an earthquake occurs. Animals live in the ground, more insensitive, and behave abnormally before an earthquake occurs. Some animals can sense the changes that occur in the ground before a seismic occurs. Animals can feel electromagnetic wave before an earthquake occurs. For example, a frog is an animal can be used as an earthquake precursor. Changes that occur in the crop earth can disrupt the life and reproduction of frogs. Changes that occur in the pond water so that organic material into harmful substance, so it is so toxic to animal in the water. Okay, the second aspect is physics studies. The earthquake in Mentawai didn't from originate megathrust, but from the fracture zone investigator, or we know as EVZ. Earthquake due to plate collision usually have a thrust fault source. Earthquake due to the plate collision usually have a thrust fault source. The earthquake has a soft mechanism in the form of a shear fault, or sea transverse, which appears to be related to the source of two shear fault earthquake on the Indo-Australian plate in the ocean, and it is we know as fracture zone investigator. Fracture zone investigator include potential earthquake source for the island of Sumatra. An earthquake in the occurred in Mentawai was classified as shallow earthquake. A shallow earthquake gives more effect more than a deep earthquake because the shallow earthquake is more closer to the surface. earthquake give a symptoms the Earth's surface caused by shift between plates in the form of deformation and change in the Earth's surface temperature. By detecting precursor, prediction can be made when the earthquake will occur, up to several days before the earthquake occurs. And the last aspect, it is a chemical studies. Geotechnology Research Center said the gas apparent at the time to the air was pushed up to the surface before the earthquake occurs. The liquid that is stored for a long time of the soil is confirmed to contain high level of radon. As a result, the level of radioactivity will increase at the Earth's surface before the earthquake occurs. The include can release of radioactivity radon gas and release of gases such as carbon dioxide. To see the amount of radioactive material, radon counters must be installed the spring around the fault. Spring water is a location where the most pitch of soil contain radioactive substance. The principle of earthquake detection using radar, namely, first, the pressure inside in the earth before the earthquake caused crash around in the fault in Sumatra. 2. Radon comes out of these gaps and ionizes the air on the Earth's surface. Ion the Earth's surface attract ion the top layer of the atmosphere, and the last atmospheric radar emits radium waves to the ionosphere and capture the reflected waves. Use of them measures change in the concentration of one that increased by a appearance of radon on the Earth's surface. Okay guys, that's all I can tell about the article that occurred in Mentawai. Hopefully it can add our information and our knowledge. So I will say sorry for there is a mistake in the pronunciation in the word. And the last I will say thank you for your attention and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.